If you're over 60 and waking up more than once a night to pee, your body is trying to warn you. It's not just aging. It might be the first sign of a deeper issue with your prostate, your hormones, or even your heart. The real problem? Most men write it off until it's too late. But there's one simple change that could make all the difference, and you've probably never heard of it. Waking up at night to urinate regularly, also known as nocturia, isn't just a nuisance. It can be an early red flag. Studies show it could be the first clue your prostate is beginning to swell. It might mean your bladder is under pressure or that inflammation is already affecting your urinary tract. Left alone, this can evolve into BPH, benign prostatic hyperplasia, which affects over 50% of men over 60. And the consequences run deep. Poor sleep caused by constant bathroom trips? That tanks your testosterone. It disrupts your immune system, adds belly fat, speeds up aging. It even raises your risk for type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular problems. Interrupted sleep also reduces growth hormone production. This is the hormone that helps keep your muscles, bones, and energy strong. Nocturia has even been linked to a higher risk of falls, hospitalizations, and loss of independence in older men. But here's the good news. There's one ridiculously simple switch backed by real science that can help reduce nighttime urination, improve your prostate health, and even boost testosterone naturally. And you don't need pills. No weird supplements. No bizarre diets. In fact, most doctors completely overlook this. But once you hear it, you'll wonder why no one ever told you before. Now, one of the biggest myths men believe is this: I'm waking up at night to pee because my bladder is getting weaker. That's only partly true. What's more likely happening is something deeper and more frustrating. As you age, your prostate slowly enlarges. It presses against the urethra, which is the tube that carries urine from your bladder out of your body. That pressure makes your bladder contract, so even if there's only a little pee in there, your body gets the signal to go. That signal shows up more often at night, when your urine becomes more concentrated and your body is in a resting state. Now here's where it gets interesting. The real driver of your prostate changing shape has less to do with wear and tear and more to do with hormones. As we age, our testosterone levels naturally decline. Meanwhile, estrogen starts creeping up. And another hormone, DHT dihydrotestosterone, begins converting more aggressively from whatever testosterone you have left. This hormonal shift not only leads to an enlarged prostate, it creates inflammation in the pelvic region. And that inflammation? It makes those nerves around your bladder even more sensitive. Now add in one more simple fact. When you lose testosterone, your pelvic floor muscles weaken. These are the tiny internal muscles that support your bladder and help you hold urine longer. When they weaken, you leak faster, wake up more often, and feel urgency even with just an ounce or two in your tank. And here's the kicker. You lose the most testosterone, the most pelvic strength, and the most bladder control when your sleep is broken. One Harvard sleep study found that just 5 nights of interrupted sleep caused testosterone levels to drop between 10 and 15%. And it wasn't just hormone loss. Men in the study also experienced more irritability, weaker immune reactions, and greater trouble focusing. When you break your deep sleep, you break your body's repair cycle. Even cortisol, the stress hormone, goes up, and it directly blocks testosterone production. Now, we haven't even gotten into diet yet. Yes, excess sodium and processed food cause water retention and blood vessel irritation. Yes, caffeine and alcohol late in the day irritate your bladder lining. But today, I want you to forget all of that. Because the one thing that could cut your nighttime urination in half doesn't require any of those hard, life-altering changes. It's so simple, it almost feels too easy. Jim, a 68-year-old retired golfer, told us he was waking up 3, sometimes 4 times every night. He'd stopped meeting his buddies for early tea times, felt too groggy, too foggy. He drank less water during the day, thinking that might help. It didn't. His doctor said his numbers were fine, nothing to worry about. But Jim knew his body was off. Then, during a routine back adjustment, his chiropractor asked an unexpected question. "How's your sleep? Do you wake up to go to the bathroom?" Jim nodded. The chiropractor nodded back. And then he shared one small change Jim could make before bedtime. No medications, no supplements, just one change. Within a week, Jim said something shifted. He started sleeping 6, even 7 hours straight without waking. He thought it was a fluke until it happened again and again. And that one small change was backed up by a study in Japan. Over 2,000 men, all over 60, took part. Researchers introduced this single nightly habit, and after just 2 weeks, nighttime urination dropped by almost 50%. No prescriptions, no surgeries, just one simple practice. Then there's Tom, a 71-year-old former contractor. Strong guy, stubborn too. He was tired of the bathroom sprints, but even more tired of taking new pills. He didn't tell his wife, didn't want her to worry. Then, one night, he tried this habit. 30 seconds of effort. That's it. And within days, he noticed a calmness in his lower body before bed, like the stress was melting out of his gut. He started sleeping 5 to 6 hours without waking. And the best part? She noticed before he said a word. So, what's the one thing that Jim and Tom both changed? They didn't overhaul their diets. They didn't buy any expensive devices. And they certainly didn't need another prescription. They did something quiet, simple, and oddly relaxing. You could do it tonight and still make it to bed on time. Here it is. It's called the 30-second warm compress routine. All you do is take a moderate heat source like a microwave-ready heating pad or even a hand towel dampened with warm water. Apply it directly to your lower abdomen right below your belly button. Do this for 30 seconds to 2 minutes, about 30 minutes before getting into bed. You can also sit on the edge of your bed or a low stool while you do this. Let your arms relax. Breathe deeply. What this warmth does is powerful. It helps relax the internal muscles around your bladder and prostate. It increases blood flow to the area, which can reduce inflammation and calm nerve signals that trigger urination. And the result? You might just sleep through the night without a sudden 2 a.m. dash to the bathroom. One study published in the journal Urology found that men over 60 who used targeted heat therapy before bed experienced fewer overnight trips, longer deep sleep cycles, and even a drop in inflammation markers. Want to take it up a notch? While you apply the heat, take 5 slow belly breaths, breathing in through the nose, letting your stomach rise, and exhale slowly through your mouth. That activates your body's rest mode, your parasympathetic nervous system, helping you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. All from one warm compress, done in under 2 minutes. And here's what makes it even more compelling. This simple routine doesn't just help you sleep longer. It may actually help balance your hormones while you do. Why? Because your body repairs itself when you're in deep, uninterrupted sleep. That's when testosterone production kicks into high gear. That's when inflammation goes down. That's when your organs, your heart, your liver, your bladder have the best chance to heal. So by reducing those nighttime interruptions, you're not just avoiding the annoyance of bathroom trips. You could literally be rewinding the clock on some of the issues that come with aging. Dr. Samuel King, a urologist with over 25 years of experience, told us something that really stuck. He said, "Sleep is the most underused medicine we have. And getting through the night without waking up to urinate is a lot more important than people think. It tells me the whole system from hormones to circulation is functioning better. And here's the twist most men don't realize. Your bladder uses more energy than you think. Every time you wake up and walk to the toilet, your body jumps into a waking pattern. It's almost like hitting a reset button. You can't just roll over and fall back into deep sleep instantly. That groggy, foggy feeling in the morning? That may be less about how long you slept and more about how many times your sleep was interrupted. A single heat routine at night doesn't just relax your bladder. It helps your entire body return to equilibrium. And maybe you're wondering, why the abdomen? Why warmth there? Here's the simple answer. That area just under your belly button is packed with nerve signals that go to your prostate and bladder. It's also smack in the middle of your parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for rest and digestion. When you apply warmth there, it sends a calming signal to your whole pelvic region. It's like turning the volume down on the noise your bladder makes. And the beauty of it? The more you do it, the more your body adapts. Over time, your brain learns it doesn't need to trigger urgency at 2 a.m. That signal weakens. You sleep deeper. and your hormone levels get a chance to bounce back. This isn't about a one-night fix. It's about restoring rhythm. It's about training your body to know this is the time for rest, not for running to the bathroom. Many men have written in, saying that after 2 or 3 weeks of doing this, they also noticed a major shift in how they felt during the day. Sharper focus, less irritability, more energy during morning walks or gym sessions. Some even reported lighter joints and less lower back stiffness. And get this, one man in Canada started calling it his 3-minute fountain of youth. Obviously, we can't promise miracles. Everyone's body is different, but the results we're hearing are hard to ignore. Even better, you can combine this with other small habits to boost results, like not drinking fluids after 8 p.m., or doing a set of gentle pelvic floor movements right after applying the heat, just like stretching your legs before you walk. These small tweaks add up. They tell your body it's time to reset, repair, and rest. And if you're feeling stubborn, think of it this way. What's 2 minutes of warmth if it gives you back 6 hours of sleep? What's a towel and a breath if it helps strengthen your prostate, support your hormones, and earn back your energy? You've made it this far in life by showing up when it matters. So don't ignore this. Not just because it's simple, but because it puts power back in your hands. Medical treatments have their place, but sometimes it's the gentle shifts, the ones grounded in consistency, that create the biggest changes. So give this a try tonight. Warm compress, deep breath, simple pause. You might just wake up with more energy, sharper focus, and better control. Now, what if I told you there's another step, a movement you can do lying in bed that gently reactivates the muscles around the prostate? It takes under 90 seconds, and some physical therapists swear by it for older men dealing with urgency, leakage, or weak flow. We'll cover that in the next video. But for now, start with the warm compress. Then comment below and let us know how it goes. We read every one. And if you found this helpful, hit the like button, share it with another man who might need it, and be sure to subscribe, because your health journey isn't over. It's just getting started.